Welcome back, guys, to a brand new episode in Blackburn Rovers Road to Glory. We are 5 seasons in. Let's see how much money the board has given us. 42 million. You know what? That's pretty fair. They want us to finish mid-season, so that is not a bad amount whatsoever. And then looking at their objectives for this coming season, they want us to finish mid-table in the Premier League, reach the last round of 16 in the Europa Cup. The Carabao Cup, of course, they're not really too fussed about. In the Champions League, reach the group stage, which is all fine with us. We actually automatically get into the Champions League, so we're going to get a check on that because we won the Europa League last season. We've already satisfied that for the youth development, and I think these brand exposure ones are pretty easy for us to hit the nail on the head. Let's get into it. First things first, let's look at our players and see whose contract is expiring in the next 12 months. So John Buckley, we definitely want to keep in and around with us. We're going to try to give new contracts to all these guys, but Buckley and Pears, hopefully we can get them on just 1 year extensions because I have bigger plans for their positions. Let's try that out. We managed to secure Nathan Jones, who is our young goalkeeper that is up and coming, probably in a couple years time going to be behind Ian Stewart. Welcome, John Buckley. It's great to see you both. Come in, please. Take a seat. You know, guys, we really want Buckley to stay on. He's been a fantastic servant so far, but I would love to put him on maybe a rotation squad role next season. It's currently unimportant, but I would love to bring him back to a rotation. Oh wow, okay, that's cool. He's happy with that. That is perfect. And he only wants a 1 year extension to his contract. You know what? I am not going to complain of that at all. We're going to give him the additional year. I think Buckley is just happy to leave as a legend. You know, he's not really showing too much ambition, if I'm being honest with you guys, and that is not what we want to see, if I'm being honest. You know, we've only won the Europa League, so he's happy to stay on the same terms for an additional year, which is pretty fair. But you know, is that a sign of a lack of ambition? That might be a sign of lack of ambition from Buckley's part. He might just be happy with the Europa League. Finally, guys, we have Ainsley Pears. What's going on, brother? And he also is on an important squad role, I believe. So we're going to try and get him to rotation too. Hopefully he understands that Ian Stewart is going to be the #1 moving into this new season. And yeah, he's happy with that. You know what? I am not going to complain if he's happy with that. Additional year to his contract. These guys are doing exactly what I would love to see, guys. This is what I love to see. First Buckley and now Pears, both being very receptive to our changes, very understanding to their changing roles within the squad. And this is exactly what we want to see from our veteran players. Players that are happy to be on that mental side, contributing to the youth coming through. And we secure Pears. We have a whole heap of other players with only 2 years left in their contracts. So I'm actually going to skip forward and offer some of these guys a new contract, and I'm going to put some of them on a transfer and loan list. So I'll catch you guys in a bit. Wow, Mastoras. We tried to put him on 5k more this season and he rejected it. How is this an insult? Wow. His head might have been turned by Liverpool. Mastoras' head might have been turned by Liverpool. Do you know where you were before we signed you? So we have now given new offers to everybody who we want to continue on next season. The only player we had an issue with, as you guys saw, was Mastoras. Wage demands not met. I have no idea how much he's looking for. I think his head was turned from Liverpool. With Britton, Carter and Ribeiro, they're all going to be starting to play a bit less this coming season. We might even look to selling them after this season finishes. Edward Jones going to go out on loan for another year just to see how he develops, because he could be a good squad option to rotate in and out. Buckley, as you guys saw, nicely went down to squad role rotation. We might bring in someone to replace him in the first team, who knows. Scullion's also going to go out on loan next season. Vega we're probably going to sell. Crespo is going to go out on loan. Pearce happily went down to rotation, and I think that's it from the players that only had 1 year left. So my final step really before the season begins, I'm going to look at this stage and see if there's anybody who's not happy with their current contract. See Camjo, who is our starting lineup, he isn't happy with his current contract, and I wonder why. He's already got a crucial squad role. Maybe it's the amount he's being paid. Well, he's currently on 20k, so maybe that is a reason why he is behind quite a few other players. So Camjo actually wanted to go up to 37k, so a 17k increase, nearly double on what his current deal is, but I think he's worth it. I mean, I get it. These guys are now going to be crucial parts of our team moving forward. Look at them. Look at their market value. Enderlen is only on 14k, even though he has a long-term contract. Clements last season led the line, and he is worth 34 million, 3 years left, and he's only on 14.5k. So I get it. And then we have Bowman as well, who is on only 20k and he's worth 53 million. They definitely make some good points, but let's get into these renewals for the finally Enderlen. Oh my days, Enderlen tried to put us through our paces, but he has signed on for a further 2 years. So now we have renewed the bulk of our players, especially the ones with the high potentials, are all staying on for a very, very long time, guys. Bowman, Clements, Lambert, Sankara, Harris, Alvarado, as we saw last season, Ganis, Lennon, Camjo, Stewart. Wow, we are on the up and up. Now we have to look at player sales. So we're going to send a youth scout out to England to see what comes off it. We're going to keep a scout in Sierra Leone looking for my nephew. And for the first season, we are going to send someone out to Scotland to find a nice combative midfielder. I say that and I look into our youth academy, and we have 3 defensive midfielders coming through from England. So anyways, we're going to add more from Scotland. No way, Barcelona have come in for young Day2, and wow. And looking at his stats, he's not better than Asker, who's our young centre back that's coming through. And I've spoken to Day2 briefly, and I told him the situation, that he's going to be battling it with Asker on the bench, and he did not look convinced. He did not look convinced at all with hearing that plan. And I think Asker is, he deserves to be next in line. We're going to try and negotiate this offer, try and get a bit more money. 22.5 for Day2. And we think that's more realistic, and they accepted that way too easy. We probably could have got more. Damn. But anyways, we couldn't turn it down. Day2's head was turned by Barcelona. Oh, this is welcomed. This is very welcomed. An additional 15 million was added to our transfer budget. Oh yes, we actually lost around 15 million with all those contract renewals that we did. Come on. There is only one player on our shortlist that we would love to bring back home. Adam Wharton. His brother is constantly in my ear, and after Buckley showing that slight lack of ambition, taking a lesser squad role, Wharton could be the one to bring that balance to our midfield and take us up a level, partnering Mastoras in the centre of the park. Currently their asking price is 57 million, but we might be able to do it for 46 million. Whew, we need to make some more sales if we want to have any chance of bringing Wharton back home. And we say goodbye to Dolan for the next 12 months, who goes to Vitoria. And we also say goodbye to Day2 for 22.5 million to Barcelona. Damn, man, I really thought he was gonna fight for his position, fight for his place this year. But the offer from Barcelona was too tantalizing. We do have good squad depth, to be fair, but man, it's disappointing. We also say goodbye to Montenegro, who goes to Luton Town for 12.5 million. And we have good squad depth, as we already know. But yeah, all the best to you. Once you look at that, they tried to lowball us by 500k. We say goodbye to Paco Vega to Boa Vista for 5 million. If you remember, Vega was one of the players that was doing the Roque Santa Cruz challenge and lost out. But we have Clements, Bowman, and also young Alvarado that's coming through. Yo, cool development. Frederick Clements last season had showing great potential, and now he's an exciting prospect, just like Bowman is. That is a very good development. I mean, we only played him every game last year. So, I mean, that's dynamic potential probably coming into play. He's definitely been upgraded this year. We say goodbye to Jim Scullion, who goes to Getafe for 12 months. And Prothero also goes back to Wales with Cardiff City for 12 months. Okay, Wharton, I hear you. I hear you, bro. We are going to try and bring your brother back. Every single day he is in my office, belling up my phone. We are going to try and bring your brother back, okay? Relax. James Kirk goes to Westerlo for 4 million and Umair Drone goes to Everton for the next 12 months. We say goodbye to a young prodigy centre-back who wants to go in the same footsteps as Kamjo, who went out on loan just like him, both from Congo. As we say goodbye to Sankaro, who goes to Genoa for 12 months. Mario Crespo, that's it, goes to Platense for the next 12 months. So this is how we're lining up for next season, guys. I think we look a lot stronger than last year, especially with Lennon and Lambert coming in. The only issue I'm thinking is maybe Buckley is making this side look a little bit weak from an offensive perspective. But as you guys already know, Scott Wharton is pushing for his brother Adam Wharton to come, and they've been in conversation every day since the transfer window has opened, and I'm not getting involved. I don't want to get us a fine or anything like that, but let them cook, and you know, maybe, just maybe, something might go through before the transfer window closes. That will be a huge signing. Wharton is rated 85 and I think he will be the highest rated player in our side. Looking forward to seeing how Stewart performs this year, as well as Bowman and Clements leading the line. Our bench is also significantly stronger as well, with Asker and Oshkan coming in, Ganis as well. Look at the Turkish trio. Look at our Turkish trio. And then Blake and Dolan, who are accomplished wingers, come into the bench, as well as Leonard and Harry. Then dropping down to even the reserve side, we have Wilson, who's an accomplished left back, and Dione, who is the original Christopher Samba admiree, and then Alvarado, who won that battle of the Roque Santa Cruz. Final thing we're probably going to do is loan out Nathan James, and then I think we're good to go. We have some friendly games, so we're just going to sim these. First one against Atalanta, we draw 1-1, who scored. Mitrovic opened the scoring, and then Bowman got the equaliser. And the final player to leave, I actually thought it was the previous player, but it's going to be Nathan Jones. And he has made his decision to go to where? I'm not sure entirely. Brentford. He was actually between Brentford and Crystal Palace. I think that's a good choice for him. After all those sales, guys, we now have 68 million to play with this coming season. Whew, we could definitely try to get Wharton now. But it's all down to Scott Wharton and if he can persuade his brother to come through. Liverpool have still not come in for Mastora, so we're going to see if we can try and offer him a new contract. He wants 3 years. He definitely wants to stay with us. I really don't know what's going on with him and his agent. It's his agent that's in his ear. And he wants 41.5k. We're going to try and change that up. Come on Enoch. 38k, 300k signing on bonus. He still wants 41.5, but the tension bar didn't go up, so he definitely wants to stay. I think he's been humbled a little bit. Liverpool didn't even come back for you, bro. Liverpool didn't even come back in for you, bro. Just take the offer on the table. 39 flat. Let me take off that. 39 flat. And then we're also going to bring this down to 350. Just take the offer on the table, bro. Come on. And there you go, guys. We have negotiated for Mastoras to stay on. This is a huge signing because he is a fantastic midfielder. And we have built him up to the place that he is today. I think he was waiting for Liverpool, but he has definitely been humbled and is still growing. Bright future ahead for him for sure. Next up against Leipzig. Let's quick sim that one as well. And we draw again 2-2. You know, it's better than losing. It is better than losing for sure. Lambert opens the scoring on the first minute before Moise Kean equalises on the 28th minute. Gives them the lead on the 81st minute before Bowman gets the equalising goal a minute later. That's interesting. Clements got a second yellow. We have our first youth reports. Albie Jennings, but why is he right-footed? Why couldn't he be left-footed, guys? But look at Albie Jennings. He looks like a very interesting prospect indeed. 5 to 7 play styles, can play left back and right back. I would have loved for him to be a left back outright, left-footed left back, I mean. But yeah, I don't think we should let this guy pass up. What do you guys think? I think we should bring him up straight away, but you know what, we're going to keep him on the loan list for 1 more month and see how he develops. We also have Rory Rose here. I like the alliteration in his name. Lower potential, but you know, he looks decent enough. We're going to keep him also being scouted for 1 more month and make a decision in the coming month. And then from Scotland, we're going to leave Dave Moffat, and Angus Gibson on the scouting list for now. And in our final friendly game, we come up against Juventus. We lose by 4 goals to 3. Wow. Clements, of course, as you guys saw, got a red card in the previous game. Anyways, Angele opening scoring after 1 minute. Bowman getting the equalising goal. Ender Lennon putting us ahead before Adzic getting the equalising goal. Before Renato Vega putting Juve ahead on the 59th minute. before Leonard gets the equalising goal and Angele gets the winning goal for Juventus late on in this one. And we are going to wrap up today's episode with this UEFA Super Cup tie against Liverpool, who won the Champions League. And as you guys already know, we won the Europa League. We're at the World Stadium. Guy Marbury, Sue Smith on the commentary deck. Where's the trophy? Oh, there's the trophy. Oh man, this is going to be a big game for us with our new formation. Not the new formation, sorry, but our new players. Everybody's ready. Look at these youngsters. Clements, Bowman, Lambert, Ender Lennon, Ian Stewart back in the goal, Mastoras, Camjo, Carter leading the line with Britton and Ribeiro. They're the old heads within the side. John Buckley as well for now. And man, it's just going to be a huge game for us. But I wonder who's in Liverpool side. I can see Gakpo. I think that's Rodrigo de Paul. I see Salah. Oh, Diogo Jota is still here. Man. Rest in peace, bro. Lambert tries to release Clements. He does release Clements. Gives it to... But what a timing on the run from Bowman. Bowman! Guys, the timing on the run by Bowman. Clements and Bowman have started already. Fantastic. And that is what we want to see going into this new season. Man. Back to Davis. Oh, that's a good ball around the corner by Davis to Conor Gakpo. Oh, what a save by Stewart. Woo! Jota goes out wide to Livramento. Livramento finds Mohamed Salah. Salah takes a shot. Oh man, Salah. Mastoras goes to Buckley. Buckley sees Clements in space. Clements gives it to Lambert. Towards Lennon. Bowman again. And Bowman gets his second goal of the tie. And that's the end of this one. It should be the end, I should say. 2-0 ahead. And Bowman gets his brace. Guys, we're going to be cooking this season. We are going to be cooking this season. He tried the volley. It was saved well. And then he was there to gobble up the rebound. Come on. Bowman again. Goes out wide to Lambert. Just about wins that one, and it goes to Ribeiro. Ribeiro's going to cross this one in. Does cross it in. To the keeper's hands. And there's the 4-time whistle. And we beat Liverpool by 2-0. Maybe they didn't turn up for this. Maybe they didn't take it serious, but we definitely took it serious. Guys, this is a new era for Blackburn Rovers. Bowman getting the brace. And what a fantastic return that was. We started the season the same way we would love to continue this season to go on. The UEFA Super Cup is returning to Ewood Park after we beat Liverpool, who are the winners of the Champions League, must I add, because this is by no means a small feat of consistent captain Carter. Oh, it feels good. It feels good to win things. It's been 5 long seasons, guys. We have been building things brick by brick. Brick by brick. Come on. And that is all I have for you today, guys. Next episode, we are going to play our first 2 matches in the Premier League, as well as finishing the transfer window. Hopefully, we can try and get Adam Wharton in. And then we are going to play Everton, as well as finishing on Burnley. We might be end on Chelsea, I'm not sure. In terms of outgoings this season, we say goodbye to Day 2, who's gone to Barcelona. Man, we're going to keep tabs on how he develops, because he is definitely an exciting prospect, and it's such a shame that we have to see him go, but his head was turned by Barca and there's nothing we could do. We also say goodbye to Paco Fego, who lost the Roque Santa Cruz competition against his other Paraguayan brothers for 5 million. Montenegro goes for 12.5 million. He was a bit homesick 2 seasons ago, and he just came back and said that he wants a new challenge, so we let him go. James Kirk goes for 4.1 million, and then we loaned out quite a few players in Dolan, Scullion, Prothero, Jones, Sankara, Crespo, Nathan Jones. All make up the players that we send out on loan. Robertson Carver, of course, maybe the pick of the bunch. but we're also keeping a close eye on Curtis Profero, who could come back as an exciting player on the left hand side. Other stand-up players we're going to be keeping an eye on is Mike Dolan on the left hand side, and also Nathan Jones, who is a young goalkeeper who could potentially be our backup goalkeeper in the seasons to come. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace!